Hi, I'm Karen Amon. In this program, we're going to see the latest techniques of how you can achieve a flatter stomach and a balanced posture by practicing the crunch.
Karen Amon is one of America's leading fitness instructors. A former gold medalist in the U.S. National Aerobic Championships, she plays an active role in a number of internationally recognized instructor qualification programs. She has an innovative approach to fitness and well-being. This has greatly benefited those who are personally trained by Karen Amon. Among her devoted clientele are many celebrities.
The crunch is an extremely safe and effective way to a firmer, flatter stomach, and it takes just 10 minutes a day. Practiced correctly and consistently, the crunch program will give you maximum results in the shortest amount of time with minimum risk of injury. At the same time, your posture will improve and your chances of suffering low back pain will decrease, and you'll find you'll be able to carry out everyday activities with greater ease. There are 4 game plans in this program. To gain maximum benefits, you need to practice regularly and progress through the plans. In Plan 1, you learn the basic crunch technique. Once you've mastered this technique, you can move on to the next plan. Each plan presents a new challenge. Once you're fully confident with the exercises in each of the plans, it is important you vary the routines to stimulate and shock the muscles in order to ensure ongoing progress. Always begin your workout with a warm-up and finish with cool-down stretches. An integral part of the crunch program is back strengthening. It's important to include 1 or 2 back strengthening exercises at the end of your crunch routine before moving on to cool-down stretches. So, are you ready to meet the challenge? The key to obtaining results lies in the quality of your technique. The neutral position for both the neck and lower back, along with the breathing technique, is the essence of successful crunching. Throughout the crunch exercises, you must maintain the neck and lower back in neutral. This means keeping them in the same relationship as if you were standing upright. Breathing correctly has a direct effect on your ability to hold your abdomen in and up. As you breathe in or inhale, your abdomen naturally distends, and as you breathe out or exhale, it moves inward. We need to take advantage of this natural breathing pattern throughout the crunch routine.
Before starting Plan 1, work on finding neutral. You do this by rocking your pelvis between 2 extremes, taking care not to force yourself. Gradually increase the curve of the lower back. Create the maximum gap between your lower back and the floor. Now tilt your pelvis so that your lower back is pressed as far as possible into the floor. This is known as the pelvic tilt. Gently rock the pelvis. The movements become smaller each time. You will find a balanced neutral position which is comfortable for you. It'll allow you to perform the crunch exercises in a more natural way. In neutral, your lower back may not be completely pressed against the floor. Let's look at the breathing technique. As you breathe in, the diaphragm lowers and you fill your abdomen up with air. As you breathe out, the diaphragm raises and the abdominals sink down into the floor.
So I'm going to use that to help me maintain, especially this lower region, nice and flat.
The muscle that spreads across the lower region of the abdomen is called the transverse abdominis. Along with other muscles of the abdomen, its job is to push the air out as you exhale. It assists in maintaining the stomach flat. You take a deep breath in through your chest cavity, and the abdominal region will stay relaxed. Using the abdominal muscles as you exhale, you force the stomach flatter. This breathing technique is essential to the crunch routine.
And that, in combination with your neutral, will really change the shape, especially of the lower portion of your abdomen.
The warm-up prepares the body for what's to come. Not only physically, but mentally too. It raises the temperature of your body and prepares the joints for all your workouts. Mentally, it's time to focus on what you want to achieve. From this workout, you're going to achieve flat abs. Now lift up the shoulders and release them down. Every time you lift up and roll, you're going to release a little more tension. Come up, relax down, roll back. Excellent. Reach up, arms above the head, and extend forward. Just round over the spine. Shoulders relaxed, no shoulders up by the ears. Keep them down. Reach up to the ceiling and down. See how good this feels for the spine to curl over, shoulders staying above the knees. Just imagine that you're pushing back and curling round. Slowly curl forward and reach back up, standing really nice and tall. Hand on the thigh as you reach over. Keep the knees slightly bent, reach round, extending diagonally right out through the fingertips. So that's a real long stretch to one side of the body. All the way up, through to the fingers, and keep moving through to the other side. Now take it down. You're going to stretch out the muscles at the front of the hip and thigh. Come onto one knee. Keep the front knee over the ankle. Push forward until you feel a stretch on the front of the thigh and hip. Come back and slowly move into that stretch again. Push forward and come back. And take the stretch forward. Hold it and release it once more. Come up to one knee. Now do a front shoulder stretch. Just take the hands behind you, keeping the elbows slightly bent, and feel the chest stretch out. Try breathing in this position. Fill the lungs up with air and breathe out. Excellent. You need to stretch the other hip, so change positions with the legs, come forward, and ease the hip down into that stretch. Slowly come back. Push down again, holding the position there. Feel that stretch at the front of the hip. Are you ready? Do you know what you're working for? Do you know what you're going to achieve? This time it's just for you. Just do it. Finish the warm-up just really feeling that stretch through the back. Bring the knees into the body, bring the nose to the knees, curl yourself round into a tight ball, and relax down. Curl forward and up, and then relax slowly back down to the floor again. Round over, and slowly down. You are in your basic crunch position. You really want to concentrate on exhaling as you lift, pulling your abdomen in and up as you slowly round your spine.
You're going to let the breath out as you come up, deep breath in as you come down. Exhale, pulling nice and flat, deep breath in. You really want to make the breathing part of what you're doing. Neck starting to get a little tired? Let's bring the arm back, support the head a bit. Let's place the hand back, take a check, make sure the abdomen is remaining flat throughout the range of motion.
The quality and control of your crunch movement is what counts. Working in neutral, your natural position, and exhaling as you lift up. You need to master the technique to really tone those stomach muscles.
Breathing nice and easy, steady.
This is the crunch in its pure and simplest form. All other variations are based on this. Keep the body nice and relaxed, feet are a comfortable distance from the hips.
Remembering to exhale on the way up each time. Think about lifting the abdomen in and up, opening this area as you crunch, so this stays nice and flat. Head, neck, and shoulders, you want to maintain them relaxed. Try not to tighten up. When you're getting up on top in that range of motion, think about that contraction. Pulling down and tightening.
When you need to, check that you're maintaining that stomach nice and flat. Exhale, pulling in and up. Pelvis stays in neutral. Work that muscle that stretches from the pubic bone to the breastbone. It's one long muscle, and you're going to pull it in. Keep going, nice and slowly. It is the quality of your movement that is most important. Work out at your own pace. Gradually build up your strength and develop your technique with Karen. This is where we're going to start including the obliques. They're the muscles that bring the waist in, shape it, and make it narrower.
So you want to have a slight lift first and then add a twist. That twist comes from your shoulder, so you want to be sure to keep that elbow back.
Each time you come up, you've got somewhere to aim for. Imagine you're getting that shoulder right across to the other thigh, squeezing the abdominals down and up. Keep nice and relaxed. When you feel like it, take a break. As you work with Karen, your technique improves, building up your strength. Rejoin Karen when you're ready.
Still concentrating on exhaling on the way up, pulling nice and flat. You want to concentrate each lift, thinking that waist getting narrower. Still maintaining that neutral, pulling in as you breathe out.
Here you use the same movement as the clean crunch. You've removed one hand though, so that you can begin to strengthen the neck muscles. You're going to reach out as far as you can, the arm extending past the knee.
Remembering we still have that one hand to support ourselves, so use it as a cradle for your head. Now, even though we're neutral and perhaps your back is not pressed into the ground completely, you are still lifting your abdominals enough so that your lower back is pressing towards the floor. Let's take a moment, change sides, shoulders back and down, relax that elbow back. Here we go, take it up, pull down, in and up. And don't forget about your breathing. Exhale on the way up, abs sink towards the floor.
Let that hand reach out, carrying you further forward in your crunch. Are you still breathing? and down. That's great. One more. And relax. Now things are going to get a little tougher. You're taking the support of the hands away from the head. As you come up, bring the chin slightly down to use those neck muscles.
Pulling flat, reaching right past those knees each time. Hollowing out.
Pelvis in neutral. You're reaching up and out. Fingers extend past the knees and down. Stay with plan 1 until you feel fully confident with all the routines.
Think about your breathing, maintaining neutral as you reach even further each time. Think about that concentration and that contraction. Chin down just a bit. Come on, stick with me. Pull flatter. Reach longer each time.
You're twisting the waist again, working on your obliques during rotation. You lift your shoulder over to the opposite leg.
You want to keep the elbow relaxed and back and coming up from the shoulder along with the rib cage.
Buttocks stay relaxed. The ankle's nice and comfortable across the other knee. You're just coming up and past the thigh.
As you come up, you're going to lift, pull nice and flat, and deep breath in. Let's take that other side. Heel on the knee, hand out, elbow stays back, hand on the abdomen. Here we go. Exhale, twist right from your midsection, from your waist. Shoulder, rib cage, everything in one unit.
Improve your crunch skills by getting to know all the positions and techniques in Plan 1. Work at it with Karen.
Here we go. Lift and twist from the shoulder with that rib cage. Deep breath in on the way down. I know you're dying to pull that elbow forward, but we want to keep it back and relaxed.
Well done. You've completed that crunch plan. Let's finish with some cool down stretches. The workout has raised your body temperature. This cool down will increase flexibility by stretching the muscle groups you've been working on. Take the head over to one side, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Gently stretch the neck. Change over and make sure you're sitting up really nice and upright. Rib cage is lifted, abdominals are pulled in, shoulders are back and down. Feel that stretch through the side of the neck. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Reach up towards the ceiling and stretch over through the back. You should feel as if somebody's pushing into your stomach, pushing you as you roll the back round. Extend right up to that very upright position. And imagine somebody is pulling you from the center of your head with a string, and then pushing you as you curl over, curling through the back. Take one hand down onto the floor and let the other hand extend up to the ceiling and over to the side. Slightly turn the body round to look at the arm. And release down. Up to the other side, up to the ceiling, over to one side. Keep both hips on the floor while you do this and really extend up through the fingers as far as you can. Turn the head round relax down. Stretch for the chest now. Take the arms behind you, shoulders are back and down, elbows are slightly bent. You feel a nice stretch along the front of the shoulders and all through the chest. Breathe in deeply now. Fill that chest up with air and exhale. Moving on to stretch the front of the hips. Keep the bent knee above the ankle. Move into that stretch. Hold that stretch position. Slowly change legs. We want a nice long line between the knee and the hip and the shoulder. Shoulders back and down. Abdominals lifted with all that work on your stomach and waist. Don't let them hang out. They're feeling strong and toned. Coming round now, another stretch for the back. A C shape. You're taking the shoulder towards the hip, looking round as if you're looking towards your knees. And slowly come from one side curling to the other side. Let's add another stretch for the back and the obliques. Keep as much of the back on the floor for as long as possible. Release slightly as the stretch moves into the back. Both shoulders are down. One knee across the body. Hold the knee in that stretch position. Change legs. Keep one arm extended out on the floor. With the other arm, you can gently press on the thigh to increase stretch. Bring the knees into the body, keeping the back relaxed on the floor. The warm-up raises your body temperature. The cool-down stretches the muscles and increases their flexibility. Always remember to do your warm-up exercises and cool-down stretches before and after your crunch routines. Bring the legs in as far as you can. As you crunch, the pelvis comes up towards the rib cage.
We're going to try and curl the pelvis towards you. It's real small, very controlled. Knees stay very close to the chest because you want the movement coming from the curling of the spine.
Keep the hands by the side. The hands are nice and relaxed. The palms are facing upwards. This means you're not tempted to push down as you reverse curl into the body.
So we're going to take the palms facing the ceiling. One more full range as we can do it. Knees as close to the chest as possible. We're going to hold it in and we're going to shorten the range of motion. Again, this is coming from the lower part of my abdomen, not from my legs. Use your breathing. Let's get full range once again. Knees in. And slowly uncurl the spine. Again, roll the pelvis towards you. Those knees stay in nice and tight towards the body.
Shoulders back and down, relaxed. You're working on the waist muscles. Take the leg high, knees stay parallel with each other.
Slight forward flexion or rolling of the spine before we take that twist so that we ensure we've got the full range of motion. Here we go. Nice controlled twist. Always thinking about lifting as you're coming up and over to the other side. Let's take that other side. Let's extend that leg fully. Here we go. Lift shoulder rib cage around, center, then down.
Focus and pull those muscles in as you breathe out. Take it up and over. Hold that upward lift and down again. Lift, reach over, hold it, and down. Keep the arms nice and relaxed. Your head is cradled in your hands. Bring the rib cage in towards the pelvis and release. You bring that rib cage right up towards the thighs. Shoulder blades lift up and the pelvis is coming towards the body.
You want to maintain your head, neck, and shoulders in a relaxed position. The most important part about this program is really thinking about it. Concentrating on lifting as you come up and flattening with the breath. Focus on that exhalation on the way up, pulling in and up.
Exhale as you come up. That really lets us lift just that little bit further. Keep the abdomen nice and flat as we're curling round. Tucking up into a ball. Getting stronger now. Your head is supported by those neck muscles. Your abdominals are supporting all the weight of your body and relaxing down.
As I come up, I try and focus past my knees. Each time, trying to get a little higher.
Exhale, lift up. Crunching forward as far as you can go.
Come on, let's try a little higher this time. Right past those knees. Rolling down slowly. Exhaling. Pelvis in neutral. And being conscious about pulling that area flat every time we exhale on the way up. Deep breath in. Again, bring your chin down just a bit. Pulling nice and flat. Exhaling on the way up and unrolling the spine on the way down. Make the movement smooth, and each time try to pull it a little longer past those knees. Maintaining neutral, don't let that pelvis waver back and forth.
Keep the feet together, the knees out to the side of the body. Holding the legs firmly in this position can help to make the abdominals work harder. Give your neck muscles support with the hands cradling the head.
Trying to maintain pelvis. Here it's really easy to tuck under in a pelvic tilt. So you really want to try and maintain that neutral. Exhale on the way up. We know the lower part of the leg is in alignment with that ankle. One nice long straight line. Deep breath in, easy out. And concentrate on pulling flat.
With those thighs firmly placed outward, you're working specifically on the stomach muscles.
Right, arms back and relaxed. You don't want to let those elbows press forward. Concentrating on pulling the abdomen down and up. Try and keep that neck relaxed. Cradled by those hands.
Your chin is down slightly. Reach out and around that opposite knee.
Exhaling, taking note of the breathing throughout. Shoulders back down and relaxed. And you want that shoulder to reach right through the hand, right towards the outside of that opposite knee.
With your legs extended and feet against the wall or on a chair, your back is really safely supported.
Yes, that shoulder guides you along with the rib cage on that side of the body. Deep breath in, easy out. Let's switch arms. We're going to take it around that opposite knee. Deep breath in. Take it out and around, center roll down. Supporting that head with those now very strong neck muscles. Keep the breathing relaxed. All the control and tightness is in the midsection when you twist that waist, thinking about making it nice and narrow.
You're sitting up really tall. As you curl round, press your abdomen into your lower back. Lift the abdominal muscles as you breathe out. You breathe in again. The breathing is really helping you work those abdominals.
Exhaling, pulling the abdomen flat towards the lower back, narrowing your body each time.
You bring your pelvis towards the rib cage. You return to a really upright position. Shoulders back and down, rib cage lifted, pelvis in neutral.
And lift up. Around the back, tighten the abdominals. So instead of sinking, what you really want to think about is your head is lifting, you're pulling up nice and long. You want to feel like you're rocking back and forth. You want to take and you want to curl and sit up tall.
Come on, round it and think up. Up, lift it and come nice and tall. Make sure that the legs extend up to the ceiling every time, so the back stays nice and protected.
Exhale and deep breath in. Keep reaching with that shoulder and rib cage to the opposite knee and down. We're going to double that up. Opposite shoulder towards knee. Now let's slow it down again. Lift, twist, center. All right. You want to lift the whole rib cage along with that shoulder, elbows staying back.
The knees and lower legs are towards the body. Exhale and reach out. You're aiming straight for the ceiling. Bring the legs back down, the hands back beside the head. Reach up and down.
Use those hands to lift you a bit higher. Still breathing out on the way up. Reach long. Think from your navel up, you're getting nice and long around those legs. Exhale on the way up.
Each time, just bending the lower leg. The legs are staying above the body. This keeps your back nice and safe. You begin with a clean crunch. Then you add a twist. So you're working on the waist.
So you're cradling your head up to about this range, reaching to the outside and down. All the while, pulling those abs in and up and using that breathing. Trying to keep your head in neutral, right? No stress on that neck. Now we're going to speed that up a little bit. Here we go. And one more. Got to take that other side. Let's bring it down. Extend that leg. We're going to bring it up, out and around, bring it down. And in speeding it up, we're going to keep the same amount of control. Lift, reach. Now take a look at your abs for a moment. Are you holding them flat? Breathing out. Reach around.
Keep the knees together, but extend one leg out. You've got a lot of weight to lift now with your arms behind your head. Take the exercise nice and slowly.
The arms are by your head, so it's got a nice little cradle there. But you want to make sure you keep your shoulders down. Now we're going to take and switch legs. Extend that opposite leg really nice and long away with the lower section of your abdominals. Here we go, up nice and slow. Exhale, nice and slowly. And down.
Rather than lower the extended leg, which would put strain on the back, keep the knees parallel to one another. The legs are above the body, supported by the hips. The arms crossed over the shoulders.
Reach even higher past those legs. Stay up, bring the hands back, and roll down. Now let's double that up in time. Up, reach past the legs, stay there. So the key is when you bring the arms back down, you want to hold yourself there, not allow the body to unroll before you're ready. The legs are in close enough to you so that your lower back is relaxed and there's not any arching or pulling. So if you need to bend those knees a bit more closer, go right ahead. Taking each position, hitting it cleanly. Reach, hold, remain there, hands come back, roll down.
The feet are supported on a chair. The legs are slightly bent, which keeps the pelvis in neutral and supports the back. Squeeze those elbows together. We're adding a workout for the chest muscles, the pectorals.
Up and down. Press it, squeeze, and down. Exhale, you want to think long in your abdomen. Press, and you want to use the pec press. We want to add some chest work along with our crunch this time around. Full range, come up as high as you can, keeping those abs flat. Exhale, press.
Return the hands behind the head if you need more neck support. Just keep your hands there for longer. To further enhance the results of your crunch workout, you may want to participate in other stamina exercises or sports activities. You begin this in the up position, and don't come back down until you change sides. That shoulder remains off the floor. You must watch those abs. Make sure they remain flat.
Extend the leg reach to the outside, bring it back. As the leg extends, try and really concentrate on pulling the lower portion of your abdominals really flat. All right, we get a little respite here. We bring both legs down. Let's switch sides. Starting position is up. Here we are. Let's take that lift and twist. Exhaling on the way up. Taking that shoulder up and around towards the outside of that leg. Exhale, reach. Stick with me on this one. Stay up. That shoulder remains off the floor.
Position is everything. You're neither on your back or on your side. You're on the diagonal, balancing between the two.
Concentrating on working the oblique on the same side as you're lifting. Underarm area towards the hip on the same side of the body. Exhale on the way up, still pulling in and up with those abs. Let's do a shorter range of motion, increasing that intensity in that range just a bit. All right, we're going to take it in the reverse. We're going to take the arm across. We're going to take a twist in the opposite direction. Chin in just a bit to support your head. Exhale. All right, let's take it up and over to the other side. Gives the opportunity to rest a little bit. Okay, abdominal in and up. Let's take this side. Again, that position is on the diagonal. Using that breathing, pulling in and up. Underarm towards that hip on the same side. Do that shorter range, increase the intensity in that range. We're going to switch the arms and reach across, twist across. It's going to be a small range of motion. Really work hard on using the abs to stabilize the lower part of your body. Chin is down just a bit, supporting that head.
You're lifting the shoulder towards the opposite knee, rolling down slowly. Once again, focusing on those muscles of the waist. Your neck muscles are much stronger now, so you don't need a cradle for support.
As you're lifting, you're exhaling, pulling those abs in and up. Even though the legs are released in towards the torso, we still want to keep that lift in the lower portion of your abdomen. So really work to pull that in and up. Okay, let's do it. We're going to take it up and over to the other side.
Keep the legs still. The pelvis comes in, bringing the knees into the body.
If you'll note, the opposite arm is extended along the floor. That's to help you stabilize your body, in particular your hips.
An extremely challenging workout. Legs are unsupported. Keep them slightly bent above the body.
And as my hands and my feet lift up, I pull my midsection down into the floor as much as I can, with as much effort as possible, every repetition. This is one of my favorites because what we're doing is we're coming from both ends of the abdomen, from the bottom part and from the top portion as well. So we're exhaling, trying to make a real long sort of U or C curve with your body, sinking the abdomen down into the floor.
Do as many of these as you can. Take a break if you need to, and then rejoin Karen.
Really think about rounding that spine, making that curve with it.
You have your partner resisting and holding the position as you forward flex. Your arms pretty much stay in the same position.
Now here I am leaving my arms in position and bringing my body down purely by rounding my spine forward and pulling my abdominal wall in and up.
As you squeeze those abdominals in, bring your ribcage forward and flex the spine. You're really working and resisting against your partner's pull. Keep the arms nice and relaxed. Suck those abdominals in as you breathe out and really curl the back forward.
Now, if you'd like to increase intensity, what you can have your partner do is take and resist even further by pulling away as you try and pull down and resist further with your abdomen. Incorrect posture over a period of time is the most frequent cause of backache. Spending most of the day sitting with shoulders slumped forward or standing unevenly can eventually lead to low back pain. Poor postural habits can have a harmful effect on the structures of the back. That, coupled with inadequate abdominal strength, can lead to back trouble. Research has shown that strengthening the abdominals will serve to improve your posture and can reduce the likelihood of suffering from back problems. When we target the muscles of the abdomen, as in the crunch exercises, we need to balance the torso with the addition of back strengthening and stretching. The following exercises will provide that essential balance to your crunch program. You should practice one or two of these exercises directly after your daily crunch routine. Don't forget to round off your workout with cool-down stretches.
This exercise is both for back stretching and back strengthening. You curl the spine up into a rounded position. You're stretching through the spine. Center and come forward. Hollow out as much as you can. The movement needs to be really slow and with control. No force. Gently down as far as you can. And then stretch back up. Concentrate on that strengthening movement working through the muscles of the back. Coming through that flat neutral every time. Flat in the beginning. Exhale as you come into that rounded position. Now hollow out. Never force it. You use the muscles of the back to extend and lift the leg and arm. Keep the pelvis down on the floor. You're keeping the back nice and protected from unnecessary stress on the spine. You've got a diagonal line, moving one arm and the opposite leg. Up and down. Again. Really slow and controlled. You're going to start slightly tilting the pelvis under. As you lift, really pull your body away from your middle and slowly down. Reach away, pull away nice and long, and slowly down, keeping your neck in neutral. Deep breath in. Come on up, legs stay on the floor. Lift up the rib cage, hands beside the head, as we extend the back slowly and with control. Put the hands on the floor if you like to have added support. You're pressing the shoulder blades out for balance and to hold your upper body in place. The hips stay in contact with the floor. You're working on the back and upper torso. Keep the lower torso nice and steady. Extend up and slowly lower down.
Congratulations! Now that you're well on your way to acquiring greater abdominal strength and control, apply this to your everyday activities when standing, sitting, or walking. Facing up to the crunch challenge and mastering the technique will enable you to have a trim waist and balanced posture. Feeling and seeing the real progress you've made will provide continued motivation. Be proud of your accomplishments and keep on crunching.